What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here with another edition of Tobacco Talk. And on this review, I am going to be covering, yes, that's right, you read it correctly, the 4547 cigar, President Trump, that I picked up from, of all places, the NRA Cigar Club. So I'll get into the blend, what I can find, information on all that. But if we're going to review it, there's only one thing left to do. Let's light it up. All right, as you can see, I went with my usual straight cut there. And on the cold draw, pick up notes of breadiness, a little bit of a honey graham cracker kind of note. And yeah, so let's toast her up. All right, upon initial light up, picking up a lot of earth and woodiness. Not much of any other flavor note coming through, at least as of yet. Earthiness is probably the most prominent flavor note. The woodiness, I would say, is just like a mild oak. And then there's just a little hint of some leather in there as well, but just a very slight hint. I'm going to jump into the first third. When I come back, I will let you know what I find out as far as the blend on the cigar, any other information, how it's been going, how it's been treating me, and all of that good stuff. So here's to the first third of the 4547. All right, let me show you the burn here at the end of the first third. Ash game on this one is strong, let me tell you. Got a little bit of a wave to it, nothing crazy. That ash has not fallen off once since I lit the cigar. And as soon as I set it down, it just fell off in the ashtray. But not on me. Okay, let's talk about the blend on this cigar. It features an MSA, Mexican San Andres wrapper, over Nicaraguan binders and fillers. And the flavor notes have completely changed from initial light up. So the wood, the leather, the earthiness, basically all of those are gone. There's a little bit of earthiness that's still left in there if you look for it, but it's got a lot of baking spice in there. There's sort of a cinnamon nutmeg note that's in there as well. And just a little faint hint of a white pepper, and it's just on my palate. You don't get it when you retrohale. You don't get it really at all, other than it just lingering on the long finish on your palate. So I got this one from the NRA Cigar Club. I saw an ad on social media and saw it and thought, let's check it out. Let's see what it's like. And so far, based on construction, it was well rolled. I don't have any information as far as what factory it came from. I know that it was made down in Nicaragua, and that is all that I know. Don't know anything more than that. I couldn't find any more information on it. So I'm going to jump into the second third. I'd say strength on this, by the way, is probably a medium minus. Not very strong whatsoever. The drawn is just a little snug, but it's not restrictive. And so that's what it's doing and how it's doing it so far in the first third. I'm going to jump into the second third. When I come back, I'll see if there's any more information that I find that I will share with you. And of course, I'll let you know flavor transitions, all that, and how it is going. So here's to the second third. All right, let me show you the burn here at the end of the second third. Still doing very well with the ash hold. Still just a little bit of a wave to the burn. Overall, not bad at all, especially not knowing what factory this comes out of. Whoever's making it's doing a great job. All right, flavor notes here in the second third. So they've stayed consistent for the most part with the nutmeg, cinnamon, and baking spices. The white pepper is still just extremely faint on the palate only, not on the retrohale. There's a really nice toasted note that comes through when you retrohale in the second third, though, which is really nice. I'm enjoying that part of it mixed with the baking spices and all that is doing well. And there's a little bit of a nuttiness that's in there. It's not super prominent, but there's a little bit of nuttiness that's in there along with that sort of toasted note, which makes it very savory and really nice. I love a nutty flavor note in a cigar. And this is really good. The sweetness that's in there with the baking spices definitely comes from the MSA wrapper. I'm surprised with it being Nicaraguan binder and filler that there isn't more spice in it. But the tobacco that is used for this is all Cuban seed, grown obviously in Mexico and in Nicaragua, and then it's all rolled in Nicaragua. Strength on this, I would say, is still at a medium minus, maybe getting close to a solid medium, but it's much more of a medium minus still in the second third. The draw has stayed a little bit snug. It's opened up a little bit, but it hasn't opened up to where I prefer to have the draw on my cigars be. That is doing very well so far in the second third. There's really not much more information on this, so I'm going to jump into the final third. When I come back, I'll let you know any changes in the flavor profile. Flavor notes, burn, all that usual stuff. But so far, it's doing quite well. And we'll see how this wraps up. So when I come back, I'll let you know all that. And of course, I'll let you know whether I think it's nub worthy or not. So here's to the final third. All right, let's wrap up this review. Here's the burn at the end of the cigar. A little bit of a wave to it more than in the previous two sections. And the ash held on quite well. It did drop off once after the first probably 3/4 of an inch or so, and then held on to there. I didn't mention it before. The size on this is a 6x50, so that is the Vitola. It's the only size that it's offered in, from my understanding. And there is, I'll hold it up real quick. There is, if you look on the band right here, there's this little QR code that you can see. Probably won't be able to scan it with your phone or anything. But when you scan that QR code, it takes you to a website. It's Forever 4547. They have different apparel, different things like that available. So you can look up Forever 4547 if you want to check it out and go from there. Flavor notes in this final third. The cigar developed a little bit more. So there's still that nice cinnamon, nutmeg, baking spice combination that's in there. That toasted nuttiness is absolutely still in there. The pepper did ramp up quite a bit. I would not say it's a black pepper that's strong, but it is a noticeable black pepper. And on the retrohale, you do pick up a little bit of it. It's not going to clear your sinuses. It's not going to burn you out. Nothing like that at all. But there's definitely a noticeable black pepper on the retrohale. No other flavor note changes, nothing new that came in, just sort of an increase and an accentuation of the black pepper that's there, and the other flavor notes with the baking spice, the nutmeg, the nuttiness, toasted, all that kind of stuff is pretty much where it was before. It did open up just a little bit more here in the final third, and the draw is pretty close to where I like it. Again, still not restrictive throughout the entire cigar through my experience at all, but has done quite well. Strength, as this wraps up, I would say it did reach the solid medium strength on this. Body, I'd say it's probably a medium body, not a full body, not deep, rich flavors, but they're definitely there. But that's going to do it for this edition. Leave some comments down below if this sounds like something that you would be interested in or want to check out, or just a fun thing to have and keep in your humidor as, you know, sort of a memento or whatever label you want to put on it. But I would say it's noteworthy. It's definitely worth checking out, and it is not a bad cigar whatsoever based on my experience, my palate, and my take on it through having it right now. But go ahead and put some comments down below as to your take or anything like that that you would like to leave as comments down below. This is not intended to be a political video or anything like that whatsoever. It's purely just reviewing the cigar and seeing what it is like, because there is a gimmicky 4547 cigar that is out in the market now. But that's going to do it for this edition of Tobacco Talk. Enjoy your cigar journey, everybody. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.